Hi, my name is LaKeisha Chestnut, and I'm from Mobile, Alabama. I lived in Orlando for 2 years, from 2005 to 2007, and I'm going to share you my favorite memory of Billy Mays. Back in 2005, I had been in Orlando for about maybe about a couple of months, and I had became a member of the Orange County Young Democrats and was elected to be Community Affairs Vice President for the organization. And so I ended up going to an event, a campaign event for, I believe the guy's name was Jeff Horn. I think he was running, I forgot what he was running for at the time, but I can't remember the exact location, but it was a bar, and I do know that. And I walked in, and I got just mixed and mingled with a bunch of people, and I sat at the bar and I ordered a drink. And down further from me at the bar was Billy and Alan. And I recognized Billy immediately because I always got the Orlando Weekly every week. And I read his column and I loved his column. And so now I'm actually getting to meet the man, the myth, the legend, Billy Maines, at this event. And so I introduced myself to him, and he was, very cordial, very nice. He said, "Nice to meet you." He said, "This is my boyfriend Alan," and I shook his hand, and I had a drink in my hand. I drink in my hand. He says, "Why don't you come hang out with us?" And because I was by myself, and I sat down and I got to talking to Billy, and Billy immediately recognized I didn't have a regular Florida accent. And he asked me where I was from, and I said I'm from Alabama. He says, "Where in Alabama?" I said, "Mobile." He says, "Oh, real Southern girl." I said, "Yeah, I'm a real Southern girl." So I got to talk to him, and I only ordered one drink. I only had enough money to order one, and I had nursed this drink for the entire time of this event. I didn't. I was well almost the entire time. Billy looked at me. He says, "Are you ever going to finish that drink?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "I just had enough money to get one." He says, "Well, I'll get you another one. You just go ahead and finish that one up." And so I went and finished it up, and we talked some more, and the event ended, and I left, and he gave me a hug, and he said, "I hope to see you again." And of course, eventually I did see Billy again. I proudly wore my Billy Mays. I think I had a Billy Mays T-shirt and a Billy Mays button at the time, because I was really rooting for him. And of course, over the years, the years that were in Orlando, I had seen Billy. But anyway, the funniest thing happened though after that lovely encounter. My first encounter with Billy Mays was his very next column when he was talking about the Jeff Horn event. My name ended up in his column, where he talked about meeting me as well as me nursing my drink, which was hysterically funny when I read it. And so when I saw him again, I said, "Really, Billy? Did you really have to put me in your column?" And um, he says, "Well, one, because I put it because you were the funniest person I've ever met." And he said, "And two, no one would have ever known who LaKeisha Chestnut was if I didn't put your name in the column." And he said, "So I wanted to make sure that people know who you were." And he said, "Because I don't ever want you to be anonymous. I want people to know who you are." And I said, "Okay." And so I couldn't be mad at him after that because he made sense to me. Um, Through Facebook, I've kept in touch with Billy over the years. And the last time I talked to him on Facebook, actually, um, or met through Messenger, actually, um, he was telling me about his book that he was writing. And I, at the time, was writing my first book. And he said, I shared with him my first chapter, and he shared with me his stuff. And right before I ended our conversation, I said, "I love you and miss you." And he said, "I love you, Mary, Mary." And this was, of course, this was around Christmas. And it just made me smile. So Billy will be missed by me. Um, I wish I could be in Orlando with everybody and grieve with them, but know that I'm agreeing with you, even though I'm hundreds of miles away in Mobile. But Billy would forever be the game changer for me if when it came to Orlando. Because like I said in my note in on my Facebook page, he embodied everything that was good and decent about Orlando. And he was a shining beacon of light for not just the LGBTQ community, but for anybody who's been marginalized and felt alone and think they didn't have a voice. That was Billy. Billy was the voice for everybody, no matter who they were, where they came from, what backgrounds they had. He was he was their voice. And so Orlando is going to be missing that voice. And I make this promise to him um, that I will I will honor him in any way that I can, no matter what, because he's touched so many lives, and there's just nobody that will ever replace Billy Maines, no matter who they are. There's just nobody. There's only one Billy Maines, and he's gone. So, to all those who are in Orlando, all my friends in Orlando, my second family in Orlando, know that I love all of y'all. I'm thinking of y'all. I'm grieving with y'all. And to Billy's husband, Tony, my condolences. I know he loves you. And it's going to be hard. And I cannot imagine what you're feeling right now. And it's probably a whole plethora of emotions. But just grow in love. And know that people out there, that just as much they love Billy, they love you too. And so do I. And to my sweet, sweet Billy, I love you. Have fun for me. And high five David Bowie while you're up there, okay? And say hello to Prince. And if you see a little short woman, black, her name's Etta, do me a favor and tell her that her grandbaby says, I love you. I love you, Billy. Get some rest, baby. We'll see each other down the road.